This critical incident community briefing is intended to provide you with information about a critical incident that occurred in the city of Los Angeles. You're about to see relevant video footage and learn about other evidence and police procedures related to the case, so you can have a better understanding of what occurred, based on what we know right now. The LAPD conducts very thorough use of force investigations, which typically require investigators to interview multiple witnesses, view numerous hours of video footage, and analyze a significant amount of forensic evidence. We are still at the very early stages of this investigation, which can often take up to a year to complete, and our understanding of the incident may change as this additional evidence is collected, analyzed, and reviewed. We also do not draw any conclusions about whether the officers acted consistent with our policies and the law until all the facts are known and the investigation is complete. A word of caution. The images and information you are about to see may be disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised, especially for young children and sensitive viewers.
I'm going to provide you with a brief overview of an officer-involved shooting that occurred in the 77th area on April 22nd, 2026 at approximately 3:05 p.m. New and Division Patrol officers were in the area of 77th Street and Florence Avenue when they heard shots fired. Officers began to attempt to locate where the shots were coming from. Officers were heading northbound in an alleyway off of 77th Street when a male suspect appeared around a corner and started firing at officers, resulting in an officer-involved shooting. The suspect then fled southbound while still engaged in gunfire with officers. The suspect then appeared around the corner and continued to fire at officers before fleeing onto 77th Street, passing Florence. Here are the corresponding radio broadcasts for this incident.
Officer, 2 location. All units, Officer need top, 77th on Florence, Officer need top, 77th Florence, shots fired, in here unit, come on in, frequency.
Shots fired, Officer needs help. White male with the white hoodie.
Suspect white male, white hoodie, no further.
Let's see if they get their titties on Florence. He's on Florence, he's in January, white.
Eastbound on Florence.
Suspect eastbound Florence from 77th.
The suspect was later identified as Victor Kane. Victor Kane continued to flee on 77th Street while engaged in gunfire with officers. Victor Kane then struck an LAPD officer motorbike unit. Victor Kane continued to flee, and officers subsequently lost eyes. A portion of the incident was captured on body-worn video. Body-worn video cameras are used by most officers assigned to field duties. They are worn at chest level and capture a general perspective within line of sight from that angle. The angle of the camera prohibits viewers from seeing everything the officer saw and experienced. Upon activation, both audio and video will turn on. However, body-worn video cameras have a buffer of video without audio from the previous 2 minutes prior to activation. This feature is designed to capture incidents that occur suddenly, where an officer doesn't immediately activate the camera. The following is body-worn video from officers who were involved in this incident.
Nice shots fired, Officer needs help.
Don't put him out.
All units, Officer need top, 77th Florence, Officer need top, 77th.
Hey, he's on the other side, behind us, behind us. 1389, shots fired, Officer needs help. Nice shots fired, Officer needs help. White male with the white hoodie.
Let's see if they get their titties on Florence. He's on Florence, he's in January, white.
Eastbound on Florence.
Suspect eastbound Florence from 77th.
White male with the white hoodie.
Let's see if we get 13. He's on Florence.
He's on Florence.
He's on Florence. He's in tan hoodie. White male. Eastbound on Florence.
Suspect eastbound Florence from 77.
Suspect down. Suspect down.
Oh, you the suspect down. Somebody's up for Florence.
He's back up. He's running north. Officer down.
Officer down. Florence, officer down.
Ben?
Suspect down. Suspect down. Suspect down. Suspect down.
Officers lost sight of Victor as he fled from officers engaged in gunfire. A few minutes later, Victor was found at the intersection of Winchester and Carson when a responding officer was struck by gunfire. Here's the corresponding body-worn video from this incident.
He's on Winchester Carson. Lincoln 13 shots fired to Carson, males down, requesting an RA for a male suffering from gunshot wounds. Fuck, bro. Let me see your fucking hands, dude. Don't reach for that gun. He's on Westchester Carson.
Victor fell to the ground and was taken into custody by police officers. It was found that Victor was under the influence of PSP. Los Angeles Fire Department and paramedics arrived on scene and pronounced Victor Kane deceased on arrival. Officers obtained a third-generation Glock 17 and booked it as evidence. Victor Kane is a 24-year-old resident of Los Angeles. In the next several months, the LAPD will continue to investigate and analyze this incident. We will continue interviewing any new witnesses that may come forward and complete any forensic tests as new evidence is found. After the investigation is complete, our Critical Incident Review Division will forward their findings to the Chief of Police, who will make his recommendation to the Civilian Board of Police Commissioners. The board will evaluate the evidence to determine whether the officer's tactics, drawing and exhibiting a weapon and use of deadly force in this instance met the high standards expected of all LAPD officers. Additionally, the Office of the Inspector General will conduct a parallel and independent review of the investigation and will provide its recommendations to the board. If you would like more information on how the LAPD investigates all serious use of force incidents, I encourage you to visit lapdonline.org, where you can find the LAPD's use of force policy and procedures. Thank you for taking the time to view this critical incident community briefing.